What's up, Pisces? Let's see what you can expect for the rest of October. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Pisces placements. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Tower were both like flipped over when I was shuffling, or they kept flipping over. So you guys could experience a Tower moment. Someone could come into your life kind of out of nowhere. And you're extremely attracted to them. This can also be like a casual situation with a possible fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe you have those placements. But it feels like someone comes in out of nowhere and they like strike your fancy is what I'm really getting. And this throws you off because a lot of you guys right now may not be focusing on love. You could be focusing on yourself here. You could just, this is something you didn't see coming. This is something that you don't really know if you should pursue or not, but it does look like there is potential like for love in that situation. So if you guys end up meeting someone new and you end up like hitting it off, like where it's a genuine reciprocation, I do see it going somewhere, and maybe that's the Tower moment because you're just like, man, like you came out of nowhere. So yeah, that's something that came up for you guys. So you guys start off with the World on what to expect for the rest of October. You have the Six of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, and you guys have the Knight of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Two of Cups. Yeah, again, you guys could be like out and about celebrating with friends, you're working, you're whatever. Out of nowhere comes this Knight of Wands, this attractive young person, or this person could be around your age or older. You could be a little bit older, or they could be a little bit younger, okay? And it's like you're out there, you're having a good time, and then all of a sudden, boom, Two of Cups here, okay? So it feels like something casual turns into something not so casual. And this comes at a time where some of you guys, you literally were like putting the pause on your love life here. Yeah, to the Judgment. Four Swords to the Judgment. You were like, yeah, no new friends, no love, no none of that. I just want to focus on me, and that's when it comes. So it looks like, yeah, you guys could be out and about here. Within like the next 2 to 3 months, it feels like you could meet somebody here. You could meet someone during Sagittarius season. This is a Knight of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sag. And it feels like you hit it off with this person. The next thing you know, it's like true love is what I'm hearing, okay? So there's that. All right, the World, new chapters, new beginnings, new is what I'm getting here, okay? You guys are finishing out old cycles right now, so if it feels like things are a little chaotic, it feels like things are wrapping up, because, you know, the universe has a way of, like, making you feel like things are wrapping up, you know, if you're conscious enough of that, but it does feel like you guys, are kind of, like, standing, between the old and the new. So whatever you're wrapping up, you're still you're finishing that off. But then, you know, okay, the best way to put this. It's like being at a restaurant, you still have food on your plate before they bring out, like, this is like eating your appetizers and then they bring out your food right away. You're like, I'm not finished with this. So a lot of you guys are going to be getting new, like, blessings, new opportunities while you're finishing something up here, okay? So this is like you guys, this is like applying for a job. You have a job, you're looking to move, and next thing you know, you get a call back from that job, and so now, like, you get an opportunity for an interview, they give you an offer, you weren't really ready for all of that to transpire, because you're like, well, I'm just trying to finish out what I'm doing here, and I'm not even sure if so it feels like you have these there's one unprepared moment that you have coming in for you, okay? So be kind of, like, flexible, this next, like, at least until the end of October, even into Scorpio season, okay? So, like, towards the end of Scorpio season, stay open, stay flexible. If you know you're not ready for a new, like, chapter quite yet, don't put yourself in that predicament. So if you know that you're still finishing things up, like a lease or a job or whatever, don't apply for anything quite yet, okay? So don't put yourself in that position, because I do see it being a little bit overwhelming for some of you. But I feel like no matter what happens, you're going to go with the flow, but you're going to feel a little stressed. So again, finishing out cycles, starting new ones. Some things are just going to happen for you, regardless of how you play it, okay? So if you, again, this is just advice to minimize the stress here. So it's like if you're not ready to do something, don't put yourself out there for it, okay? But certain things will happen regardless, and you just got to kind of roll with the punches, and you will, is what I'm seeing. With the world of the Six of Wands, you guys are moving into your more successful chapter here, is what I'm seeing, okay? I feel like October presents better opportunities, more opportunities. You guys could be getting more side gigs. You could be getting more money somehow. You could be having more time, okay? And so it just feels like whatever this is, this energy is shepherding in windows and doors of opportunity. So make sure again that you're walking through these doors. Make sure you're opening these windows. Like, let the abundance come in and absorb you, because it just feels like whatever it is you're moving towards, it is success. You guys are going to be getting recognition here with that Six of Wands. You are going to be maybe even acknowledged, all right? Maybe like it could be just a small like local win here where it's like your community is recognizing you for something you've done. If you guys are part of like a team, it's like your team wins and you get like mentioned. So there is going to be some mentions here of you. I feel like people are going to be talking about you. And that's something to expect, because you could meet people that you haven't met yet. They could be correlated to friends and they're like, oh, I heard a lot about you. You could be getting a lot of that lately. Oh, I heard a lot about you. Or, oh, I've heard about you. So there's something here that you guys do that could be really attracting attention from people that that you don't know personally, but like people you know. So I'm hearing like 6 degrees of separation, okay? With that Six of Wands to the Ace of Swords, again, this is all about new beginnings, guys. With that world, the Six of Wands and the Ace of Swords, there's more clarity coming in. You guys have all the answers now, okay? It feels like if you guys have been going through these like tumultuous cycles of like love and heartbreak and loss and you know, financial instability, no stability at all, right? You're like like just moving around. It feels like this cycle brings you everything, like it brings it back to you, okay? It's like one decision, or just it's like a domino effect. It's like you don't even realize that you're creating this for some of you, okay? Others of you are intentionally creating this, but it does feel like whatever these successes are, you guys are getting more clarity. You're learning more about yourselves, right? How you respond to people, how you respond to these wins. These are also tests, right? God, Spirit, Universe will bless you with the things that you want, but there's also a test correlated. Does what you want, once you get it, change who you are, right? Does it make you better? Does it make you worse? So again, it's just what I'm seeing here. You guys just genuinely, it also feels too that even if there are wins happening for you guys are just focused still. You're like, cool, I'm glad that people like my work, but I'm on to the next one. Or like you're unfazed by it for some of you. There's this moment here that I feel that you guys need to really embrace your accomplishments, okay? It's like sometimes we can get so caught up in the work of doing something that once, you know, we get acknowledged for it, or there's some sort of congratulations tied to it, it's like we're like, great, but then you're working on towards the next hustle or towards the next thing here. So make sure that every win that you get, you guys are celebrating, okay? Because you guys need to learn how to celebrate yourselves, maybe by yourself or maybe with some close friends, but ultimately you should be celebrating your losses. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe you should celebrate your losses, because rejection is God's protection, right? But no, like celebrate your wins is what I meant to say. And embrace your losses, right? How can we move better? What could I do differently? Don't give up on it, but how can you change it so that it turns into a win, okay? This is what I'm getting. With the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, yeah, some of you guys have experienced some sort of loss here. But what you can expect is more clarity about this loss. Okay, this is like if you were in a really bad relationship and you're out of it and you're still in this Three of Swords. Some of you guys are still like mourning the loss of a job, a person, a family member, and you're trying to understand why. And it feels like you're going to get that clarity, okay? And again, if this is a love situation with the Ace of Swords to the Three of Swords, you know what happens? You know why? Because here comes your Two of Cups. Here comes like true love. Here comes someone you're actually meant to be with, okay? So again, everything's about to be shifted into perspective for you so that you are no longer in this energy of lack, of loss, of regrets, right? So that you can have this energy cleared up for you so that you can enjoy this next cycle. Because this next cycle, like you guys are going to have so much more abundance, so many better opportunities, You don't want to be focused on what didn't work. You don't want to be focused on what you didn't gain. You want to focus on what did work, what you did gain, and how you can move forward to create more wins, not only for you but for your loved ones. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pisces. Hopefully this helps and resonates. I'll catch you guys on the next one.